Okay, hopefully you guys will see my screen. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So welcome once again to the Spark AR class. This is where we learn what Spark AR is and what it can be used for, and the various applications of augmented reality itself. And first of all, before we move any further, we have to know what is AR first, because augmented reality, AR, which is a short form, is like superimposing virtual objects on the physical world. Or in other words, AR is like placing virtual objects in the physical environment, and one of the applications of that would be like if soccer fields, right? In MC, uh, also in Snapchat, basically. So let me a very popular example is the dog filter on Snapchat. So what does it do? Basically, it tries to track your face, the user's face, and then places this virtual object on top of it. Now it just goes to buttress the point that we have initially, that it is basically placing virtual objects on the physical environment. So you are like the physical environment, and then you see those dog ears or snout or tongue or whatever it is being placed on your face. Those things are virtual objects, right? And they are not real anyways, in other words. But then the fact that it's able to track your face and then place those things there, it has already done what is called augmented reality. If you're a big fan of soccer, right, and you've been watching quite a number of soccer games, you see those adboards, soccer adboards, those little boards by the corner that shows different advertisements of any kind of product or whatever it is, right? Those things are actually augmented reality. They are augmented onto those flat surfaces, right? So depending on the region or the location you're watching that same soccer match from, live and direct, it is going to be placing those virtual objects, which in this case are those video files, on that board. If you're like in the UK or something, somewhere around Europe or whatever, you could be seeing ads like, let's say, Lay's and Pepsi or whatever on those adverts. If you're in the UAE or in the eastern part of the world, you could be seeing other different kinds of advertisements, and it's showing them in real time. So we cannot deduce or say that augmented reality is placing virtual objects on the physical world in real time, else you're just doing Photoshop.
I lost you
Because that,
for. Hello, can you hear me? Sorry
yeah,
for
I can hear you.
jumping back. I lost you for a moment. So we're trying to relate the soccer page you just showed me to
Okay,
AR. I did not get that.
okay. But you've seen soccer, yeah? You've watched
Yes.
soccer. Cool. You see those adverts by the far corners or something. That is like, it's a screen that displays different
Yeah.
products.
Yes.
Exactly. Now, that thing that is displaying, they are all virtual, right?
Okay.
They are not actually there. They are not in that soccer field live. It's showing different stuff
Okay.
based. Yeah,
Sorry, you mean these images like this Sony that is on this fourth image on the
yeah,
screen you're sharing?
yeah.
Okay. So they are not actual images.
They are not actually images that is there that you can see live.
Okay.
If you're in the stadium itself, those things are not actually
Oh.
there, right? You could be showing something
Okay.
different if you're watching it live from the stadium, but then it could also be, if you're in a different part of the world, it shows a different advertisement. Everything in real time. You don't get to notice it anyways, because it's like an
Okay.
application of hyper augmented reality. So it does it in real time. So the keyword here when trying to learn about augmented reality is that it is in real time. So it's placing those virtual objects on the real environment in real time, right? Not something that is after 10 seconds, or after 2 seconds, or 2 minutes, or 10 minutes, or a day, then you see them. Then that one becomes Photoshop. It's not actually augmented reality. So
Okay.
yeah, and then Just as I showed you the Snapchat filter, that is also augmented reality. Basically, any kind of filter that you use right now on Instagram Reels or Facebook or which other TikTok as well, those are augmented reality filters, right? So they have quite a number of applications and usage. But then, in order to go down to that aspect, we have to know the different kinds of tracking, right? The different types of tracking that goes into augmented reality. So we have like the horizontal tracking, we have the image or target tracking, we have the face tracking. We also have object tracking. Let me just add that itself. We also have the object tracking. Oh, that is. So we also have the object tracking as well. So for horizontal tracking, or rather, I would just say horizontal slash planar tracking. What it does is it simply tries to track the surface at which it is going to be placing this thing on, right? It checks if this is a flat surface and then it places the virtual object on it. So basically, it tracks only flat or horizontal surfaces, right? Then for the target tracking, it means that it has to track something like an image, most likely an image. So it tracks an image and then places, excuse me, tracks an image and then places the virtual object on that image. All right. And it can be seen if you go to our Discord chats, right? You will see other examples of the image tracking. Even in this class where we do the animation stuff here, when it tracks an image, it now shows up something on top of it, right? So that is image tracking. The face tracking is where it tracks your face, the user's face. Just as I pointed out with the Snapchat filter, or also the filter that you find on TikTok, you know, it tracks the face to place those virtual objects on top of it. And then we then have the object tracking. So it basically tracks objects, right? It tracks the objects that are around, depending on whatever you're trying to create. It tracks objects and it places the virtual object on them or thing on them. So I think that is a quick rundown of the four major types of tracking in augmented reality. All right. Now there are ways that you could experience augmented reality is through the use of maybe the Microsoft HoloLens, or the most popular option is a smartphone. So smartphones that have been developed between, at least for Android, between 2016 to date are capable of augmented reality running augmented reality experiences, right? So it has made it accessible for each and every one of us to be able to be immersed in our virtual worlds, or place our virtual worlds in our physical environment using our smartphone devices. For the HoloLens, it costs more than $2,000 to $3,000 because it's an industrial way of experiencing augmented reality. Basically, not for individuals, but if you wish you want to go for it, fine. But smartphones are like the easy and go-to way to experience augmented reality. And it does not need you to have to buy an expensive headset or expensive laptop or whatever. Unlike virtual reality is quite expensive anyways, because in order for you to experience virtual reality, you need to get you could also do this on your smartphone though, but if you're doing this on your laptop, you need to get a very good a high-end laptop or PC to be able to work that through. And that means like virtual reality, or maybe also virtual reality ready laptops that have a high number of virtual RAM, or a very good dedicated GPU to be able to run virtual reality applications there, virtual reality applications there. And you need it to also buy like a virtual reality headset like the Oculus Rift or Rift S or HTC Vive and whatnot to plug in on your PC. and those things don't quite come cheap. And by the time you're able to have a full virtual reality setup in your house, and speaking in Naira now, you are already running into costs of over 700,000, if not up to more than a million, depending on the PC or the headsets that you decided to get. So your smartphone is inevitably the cheapest way to experience augmented reality, and yeah, you don't need to go through that hassle. But for those who are like counting um, in dollar format, we are already looking at 1,500, $1,800. That is for like the cheapest range to get the virtual reality setup. But for your smartphone, you see smartphones that are spending up there and there that are less than $200 or something, just about 100 and something thousand, quite not expensive, and then it always get this thing. Even get them on your 80,000 naira budget smartphone. You understand? Those things are capable of running augmented reality as it stands. And augmented reality has its applications, like it has tons of applications. It has applications in education, in manufacturing, most especially in the automobile industry, in the housing and real estate sector, and also tourism. Yeah, I'm just going to add that now. So tourism, yeah, not just say arts, rather, the arts world, right? So in education, you are able to learn maybe what the heart will look like. You're able to see the heart in your physical environment in real time, and then you can see, oh, this is what the heart looks like, this is what the left and right ventricle looks like, this is what this and that looks like, this is what the artery or whatever thing that makes up the heart looks like, and then you learn a lot of them. These things have already been done too. If you check on our previous recorded sessions, I'll soon check. If you check on our previous recorded sessions, you will find out that what's it called? You will find out that we have done quite a lot as regards education, and we still do more. And in terms of manufacturing, you're able to see a vehicle that you would want to purchase or anything at all. You know, exactly. Yeah, I just remembered. We also have augmented reality applications in e-commerce, right? So basically, um, also imagine using augmented reality, like imagine Jumia or Amazon using augmented reality. First of all, images draws you closer to the products that you want to buy, right? The more images of that product you want to buy you see, the more likelihood or likeliness for you to want to get that thing as soon as possible. Now imagine if you're able to view it in your space. You are seeing it in real time, you're seeing it around you, you're seeing the actual size and what it could look like if you buy it. So it's not going to be a case of what you order versus what you get, right? So you are seeing it in real time, and then now you can now make better decisions as to if you want to go ahead with the purchase or not. You could do that. And one company that is always taking this in the forefront of doing this has been like Apple. Apple, I say Samsung though, but Apple, for instance, in the past couple of years, they've incorporated that in their website. So if you like go through Apple's website on your mobile device, and then you see like, let's say, the iPhone 13 lineup, you see more about the product, and then you see a button where you could view it in augmented reality. And once you click on that, that is on your browser. And once you click on that, it now tracks a flat surface for you, like the ground of your table, and then places the phone there. So you're able to see the phone in real time, even when you haven't got the phone yet. So you know what it actually looks like. So whenever you buy it, or whenever you're ready to buy, you know that what you ordered is what you got, right? Then in housing and real estate, yeah, in terms of housing and real estate, just like in virtual reality though, but in this, since it is very much accessible, imagine you're trying to build a house, right? You know the old-fashioned way where you draw out a plan, a building plan, and then you what's it called now? And then you call somebody to now start using patterns or wood or whatever to now put that plan, like make the plan come to life, like making little models of those things, right? So that you can see them. those things are quite expensive. Imagine you're not going ahead with it and you don't like the way it is. It means that they'll have to withdraw the plan. Another artist or whatever that whoever made the model will have to now start from scratch, trying to rebuild or readjust that his model to fit the new plan. A waste of time, effort, and money, right? Why not being able to change it in real time using augmented reality? You see it, whatever changes you want to make, just make the change on your computer. They don't have to start from scratch up again. Just make the changes there, and then you export it into your augmented reality experience, and then you see it in your physical space in real time. It has saved you time and cost, right? Then, in terms of arts, yeah, it brings to life arts. There are some museums that I've worked for or not worked for worked with that we had to bring the arts bring the arts to life using augmented reality. So when you just point your camera to the artwork, you now start seeing the arts like starts having some. You're going to do that actually further on in this class. So you'll still do that anyways, so that you can see it for yourself. You see the art come to life when you track or you point the camera towards the artwork. So you don't just see static art or whatever. Like personally speaking, in my house, right, the artworks I have in my house, they are all augmented. One of these days I will just do well to send the links to you and then the image so that you can see it for yourself. Those things, when you point your camera to it, it brings them to life. It makes it look like, oh, this is what you really want to see, and it makes more sense out of it rather than when you're just looking at artworks and then you're trying to force interpretation into artworks that may not deserve the interpretation you give into it initially. So that is that. Then you also have, yeah, companies like IKEA. They create augmented reality experiences as well, and whatnot, whatnot, whatnot. Now, for this software here, this AI software, you don't need to learn how to code. It is a no-code approach, right? It is a no-code approach to creating augmented reality experiences, at least for the beginner, for the very beginner. You don't need to know how to write codes from the onset before you can be able to do stuff, right? So the position that you have right now is just your creativity, your creativity. So yeah, with that, that is just like a quick rundown of or overview of what this class of Spark AI is and what augmented reality is. And moving forward, this is what we're here to do, to learn Spark AI and how to create augmented reality experiences using Spark AI Studio. So far, do you have like any question whatsoever? Feel free to ask now.
Okay. On your screen, I saw something like AR solution. Can you please
AR
elaborate?
solution.
Yeah.
Let me see. AR solution. Oh, they are just basically applications of AR. They can be applied in gaming, education, medicine. You could create AR solutions for these three fields and even more fields. So that's what it is.
Okay.
So yeah,
Sorry. I'm particularly interested in the one for education, but majorly the AR that because this class is using Meta, right?
it's using what?
It's Meta is for Facebook because on the
Yeah,
module
it's
I
from
saw that I
Facebook.
said you should
Yeah,
install Meta Spark. So for
Meta Stack.
education, majorly what I see on Instagram, Facebook is just like the face filter. So I'm looking at what does the filter for education looks like? How does it improve someone's way of living? And are
Okay.
we going to be building the one relating to education in this class?
Yeah, we will.
Filters related to that.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go through the Discord chat, right? The old Discord chat, you can see various stuff being created. right? That teaches different things. Like there was one I saw someone posted on LinkedIn from this class, a student from this class posted on LinkedIn about the one that we did before. That is for the hearts, right? So we're teaching about, all right, I think this is, I don't know if you can see my screen. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Okay.
I can't see your screen. Okay, I can see it now.
All right, cool. So can you see this?
Oh yeah.
Cool. So this is an educational, a little educational solution using Spark AR. So we could still do more, right? The class hasn't ended yet, right? We could still do more, we could still achieve more, and stuff like that. So there are quite a number of things that you guys could be doing, and yeah, we learn a lot together. So it's quite possible.
Okay.
Any further question? Matter of fact, I will make this recording available soon. So any question? Okay, so in the absence of any question, I believe that we've touched the beginning of or the genesis of these classes, right? So this recording, as I said, will be made